1.
Is that enough of an echo? Are we in the deep cavern? Echoes haunting us.
I hope
I
not.
actually don't know where
No, we're not. We're on a train.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah. No. Wait, I thought we got off the train.
Anyway, hi.
Constantinople.
I'm Becca, the one who's in charge of this circus. Yeah, I am in charge of the circus, and it is Monday Night Iconic Production here on the Iconic Production Twitch channel, and we are playing Call of Cthulhu. We are actually playing horror on the Orient Express, and the Orient Express is the train that they have been riding off and on for the better part of a year. At least in real lifetime. In game time, it's been about a month.
Has it really only been like a month?
Yeah, you guys started January 4th, and it's only February 11th.
We've
so,
killed so many people.
Insane.
You have killed so many people in a month and a week.
So many people.
Anyway, hey, welcome. Glad you came in on that happy note. There's also the happy note, and I'm going to let my investigators know that you are all able to, well, it's not technically level up, it's called advance, your character. As you go through an adventure, you put check marks next to the things that you're successful at. And then at this point in time, you are going to attempt to fail a roll in that skill, and if you fail, you get to increase that skill by a d10. So, you guys work on that, and I'll help get all of our viewers up to speed. So, the group
That makes sense.
has, I don't have a
Can I
pencil,
bring a pencil?
has attempted to reconstruct the Staffgar simulacrum. They have every single piece except for the head, and are planning to find it in Constantinople. And last week, the group could have just, gone to sleep, moved on with their lives, and woken up pulling into that great city. Instead, they decided to break open some doors, break open some coffins, and really just play around on the train and learn that, the vampire is here. It brought them all great joy and comfort knowing he was nearby. And Captain M woke up with a piece of skin missing.
Ah, yes.
I forgot about that.
Which is totally fine. So you guys arrive in Constantinople and around 12 in the afternoon, ready for the day. You guys have the option to just go to a hotel. You could go to a library. Libraries are things and useful things
I
that
like
you guys have
libraries.
figured out here.
I want to
Yeah,
go to the
where
library.
people get skinned.
Sometimes.
Technically, that was the museum.
Yes, the library so
Filleted?
far,
There have been dead bodies in the library.
but you guys have been fine
Yeah.
in the library.
Totally.
Okay.
Yeah, you trust us?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like a trusting noise, Rachel.
Hashtag save Charlie.
Hashtag man which will win.
Alright.
Hashtag I almost got that tattooed this weekend.
Save Charlie.
Hashtag check mark. Alright. So, you guys approach Constantinople, and the train sweeps around the coast of the Gulf, past the remains of the old city walls, an ancient hippodrome, and the former palace on the hill. And then it pulls into the station at 12:30 p.m. This is one of the largest train connections in the world.
Cool.
find a hotel.
Just train connections.
Hold on to your pocketbook, young Charlotte.
Hold on to your pocketbooks. You will need to get out your passports. Does everybody have theirs still?
I think so.
Yes, I have Matthew's too.
Oh, that's good.
Who's Matthew?
Yeah, Matt.
Excuse me.
Matt.
What did I call him last time? Manwich.
Yeah.
I just said Manwich earlier.
Thought it was
Throwing that
Madeline.
out there.
All right.
Oh.
Saint Marie.
Oh yeah, Saint Marie.
So, I would like you all to give me some sort of charm, diplomacy, fast talk, probably no like deception or anything, just to see how you guys get through customs.
Credit rating?
Credit rating is a great one to roll for customs.
I'm gonna push it.
Oh, what are you pushing?
Fast talk.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna talk a little
Firearm?
faster.
Excuse me, Hank.
It was a good choice because I got a hard success.
I'm a little preoccupied trying to make sure the vampire doesn't eat anyone.
Oh, check mark.
So
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't bother to bribe anyone. That's fine.
No.
All right.
It's right. She's with me, and I'm talking really, really fast.
I'll
Sure.
be very charming.
No. Keep your roll. Keep your credit roll.
It wasn't a fumble. It was just a fail.
What did you roll?
I rolled charm.
Charm, were you successful?
No.
Excellent. And Captain M was successful with his fast talk.
Heart.
Nelly and Ricky, what did you guys roll and how successful were you?
I had to push my credit rating, and I am happy to report I succeeded with a 47.
So you dropped even more money on the bribe. I mean the gift. I mean the
The bribe.
payment tax.
You know.
Yeah.
Also, do I get a check mark on credit rating?
No.
Credit rating doesn't improve.
Okay.
I mean, it can improve, but it's more like you don't
Circumstances have
yeah,
to improve.
yeah. I was just
You can, no, it's okay. We have extras.
Okay.
on
We're good.
Sorry, say that again, Ricky.
normal success on fast talk.
Okay. All right. So between the, don't mind me, between the fast talk, explaining away maybe some of the blood splatters, the odd route that you took and the different delays that have happened, and the substantial pile of cash that seems to just happen to fall out of Nellie's pocket.
Oh, oops, I'm so sorry. I guess you must keep it now.
You guys seem to have no problem with customs. Your bags are not opened, rifled through, or checked, and they are merely passed on to you. So you are then able to find your accommodations. You have been pre-booked into the Para Palace, a hotel that's kind of connected to the Orient Express. And the Orient Express kind of does this for their passengers who arrive in Constantinople. You will have to let the staff know how long you plan to stay. And, you know, if you need any guides or help.
I mean, Matthias has the Turkish, yes?
I do.
And I have the Arabic, so.
Not today.
What was the hotel called again? The what palace?
Para.
Para
Palace?
Palace.
Is there a reason they are looking for so much information from us?
Turkey.
Seems standard procedure.
I mean,
Because
This
foreigners are weird.
Yeah.
fairly standard procedure. However, you did just travel, you know, across Europe after the Great War, and there are some interesting stops in your passports.
Yeah, like Venice
Everywhere.
and
I mean, you have, some of you have Zurich and Lausanne and Paris and London, Trieste, Sofia, and now Constantinople. Like, it's just kind of an interesting route. It's not unusual for someone on the Orient Express to experience all these.
Mm-hmm.
But it is one of those where, you know,
Also keep in mind that
stopped and you got off of the train for an extended amount of time. And then you caught a different train.
Right. Okay, cool.
and also with our place of origin being in London, the Brits have a great track record for like taking away people's artifacts and stuff.
What? No, they never.
Hello, British Library. Not a sponsor.
Not now you aren't.
All right. Okay.
Yep.
What would you guys like to do?
I would say drop our stuff off and head to the library to get any information we can about the head. Did we get any other information about someone to ask for? I seem to remember we might have had a name.
Hold on.
Last name I have written down in my notes is Baba Yaga. That's great.
Hold on. We're not asking
Hold on.
Baba Yaga for help.
I think I've got this. Just.
She can help. She knows something.
Shit! Taki mushrooms. I just dropped everything on the floor.
Good catch.
I just got really excited again.
I'm just gonna roll an intelligence. Yeah, I don't know anything.
Wow.
Okay.
I just know we last were talking with Dr. Todorovic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Wow, that's been a while.
so
I
to the
know.
library.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
We need to find the Red Mosque, which
Oh
was
yeah,
built
Red
in the-
Mosque.
Zedefikar's tomb.
Needle in a haystack.
We know that there are lots of mosques.
Let's try to find a mosque in the middle of the Ottoman Empire.
I
This will
think
be
we
fun.
should go to the library and see where the oldest mosque is.
Well, we could also go to the library and look because we're now finally in an area that the Zedefikar is not just, some foreign entity, but might be a historical record here because the mosque was specifically built on the tombs. So the Red Mosque seems to be a title, and we can limit our search that way.
I fully agree.
To the library.
Said
was good.
somebody in a book once. All right.
What
You
do we-
guys, I need someone to give me a navigate roll to see how you get around.
Charlie's our
Oh, I'm for
navigator.
sure in the front though.
I think
Nope.
Nelly actually. I don't know.
Success. Hold on. Might be hard success.
I have a
No,
40%
it's not.
navigate.
That's a good one.
Okay.
I will walk in front of everyone, and then Charlie will yell at me and tell me,
Where to go?
You're going
Yeah.
the wrong way.
like, "Oh, I knew that."
I might as well try to navigate.
Okay.
Nope.
I'm just following
We're
Charlie because
getting
she knows where
nope
she's
to
going.
Constantinople.
Oh, boy.
Uh,
I feel like we're standing around trying to look at a map. It's like,
So-
no, you're holding it upside down. No, it's sideways. No, it's an
Charlie,
Arabic.
how do
Stupid.
you wrangle the would-be navigators?
I just walk and assume that they're gonna follow me.
Okay.
Ooh, do you not say anything?
Charlie seems to know the way. Jude is following close behind her.
Protect Charlie.
Do you trust Charlie to navigate her way through this?
I mean, aren't we with her?
Yeah, but
Oh.
do you choose to follow her, or do you choose to follow, Ricky or Nellie or Captain M there?
I wouldn't follow myself. Nellie is like, I don't know where the heck I am. So.
Mortimer, this way.
Ah,
Okay.
I knew that. I was just looking at this building.
It's a fountain, but sure. All right.
Counts. It's architecture.
You are able to make your way to the library.
Well, that's good.
I'm looking looking for a name of the library. Because I'm sure there is one.
Biblio something.
The Red Mosque Library? What?
Oh, that's a great one. No, there is no Red Mosque library.
Bummer. So close.
Wow.
However, as you guys are walking through, you do notice that, like, there aren't a lot of written signs. And those of you who know anything about Constantinople, you'll know that there's a very low rate of adult literacy in this city. So, while the library you find, through use of map and perhaps common sense, you are able to, like, it is a beautiful library. It is the university library. It is not busy. It is not filled. And the primary occupancy of the library are foreigners.
I'm sorry, but where's common sense under our skills? I can't find it.
Oh,
believe it's
Charlie's the only one who
intelligence.
has any.
Have any?
You've all lost it. She wrote hers in at the beginning,
Yep.
You wrote yours in.
so she's had it for the whole time.
Amazing.
All right, let's get some library use rolls.
Okay.
Before you roll, I need to know, what are you researching?
You have a 70 though.
I am looking for anything about Sedefkar. Also, maybe I get sidetracked with how to kill vampires.
Woo!
Sedefkar and vampires. Do you want
Sure,
separate
sure, sure.
rolls?
Give me one.
Ooh, that is a hard 6 years.
All right, so we've got
Check mark.
Sedefkar and vampires.
Yep.
Only if your skill's below 50.
Oh, okay.
Nelly,
Oh.
all of my
Quick,
secrets
Whoa.
have been shown.
It's the page is blank. It's a blank page, you guys. She's gonna kill us with a blank
She
page.
has no idea what's gonna happen. This is really what is happening right now.
Herding cats.
Okay. Nelly,
Congrats.
what were you researching? Yeah, there's one. And you rolled well?
I rolled regular success
Hail.
in looking for historical accounts or something about the Red Mosque.
Okay.
Trying to get a better understanding of which mosque is the Red Mosque, like to distinguish
It's the red one.
from who knows how many.
Okay. Nelly, what were you researching?
I was attempting to research the tomb of the Sedefkar, but I got a 96,
Okay.
and I don't believe that's a fumble because I have a
A 70.
70 in libraries.
Correct. It is not a fumble. You need 100 for a fumble because your library use is so high. You could push it if you would like.
Kitty, no.
I'm wanting to, but I'm also really scared to. But the probability is theoretically on my side.
It is.
Ah, yes! Okay, it was 20.
Still, that's.
Well, now it's 40, so.
Oh, Kitty.
One of my dice knocked into my other dice and changed it. So it went from 20 to 40. But yeah, I succeeded
Success is.
on my
Nelly,
push.
you are looking for information about Sedefkar, his tomb when he died, and you're standing super close to Jude. And man, the vibes coming off of Jude are just throwing you off of your game. You find you've pulled out a book about the Fourth Crusade. You are kind of rifling through some handmaiden's first-person testimony. But with Jude glaring at you the way she is, you kind of just take your books and walk away, thinking you didn't have anything of use, but you were going to look at these books until Jude moved on, and yet once you start flipping through them, you realize, oh no, wait, these might be exactly what you're looking for.
Also, I like how you said handmaiden's testimony, because I was the handmaiden.
What? You were? Imagine that.
It's like it was planned.
Oh,
Captain M,
Yes.
did you do any research?
No, I mostly just followed her around and read whatever she handed me.
Okay.
Stop reading over my shoulder. That's really irritating.
What's this thing about vampires?
All right. And did you?
Nope, I'm just wandering around.
You're just. Will you roll luck for me?
Yeah.
Please don't go too far.
Nope.
Jude said totally in character.
Failed that luck roll. Cool. Tight. Awesome. All right. Okay.
Hashtag save Charlie.
Hashtag save Charlie. All right.
Hashtag Charlie just wandered off.
So those of you who are researching,
Hashtag leash Charlie
Just
next.
seriously.
you spend a lot of time going through what feels like garbage. However, you guys kind of all came at it from different directions. And so all of your information kind of gives you a single source or location. You find out that in 1204, towards the end of the Fourth Crusade, a scholar of ill repute and some blasphemous charges of wizardry known as Sedefgar was killed and buried. You also learn that some of his creations were taken west, possibly by the Crusaders, and perhaps that is how it ended up in France. There is discussion of a well-known brother, monk, who was thought to have leprosy, but somehow cured himself of it. The claims have been decided to be falsified. However, that sounds like maybe there was some sort of cultish magic. I mean, you guys definitely think of like Brothers of the Skin when you hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since I did increase my occult.
Oh, good, you did.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good.
Which makes sense. Considering everything.
Right, it is a thing.
where he was buried.
For that, you are looking for the Red Mosque, and there is, so a map from 1910 lists more than 400 active mosques in Constantinople. However, you guys start to look back for those that were built or constructed much earlier, and that hopefully remain standing. You do find that there is a mosque of some poor reputation. There is, and this is coming more from newspaper articles, that there is a mosque in the city towards the northern shore that has a reputation of ghosts, of weird things stalking the night, and a lot of people kind of casually refer to it as the Shed Mosque. It could be red in color. You're not able to get an exact description of the place, but you do find enough that makes you go, ooh, this place, while the mosque wasn't built before 1204, it was actually built afterwards, and it seemed to be in part an attempt to seal some evil spirit. However, in more recent centuries, it's actually garnered the reputation of not being able to contain an evil spirit. That
And
might
needle-
line up with where Sedefkar has been buried, towards the northern shore of Constantinople. So it's a good guess.
Cool.
Are there any maps of that time period?
You go over to the map section and you see Charlie standing there, flipping through different things.
Probably snacking on something.
Actually, she's not eating anything.
My stomach is grumbling now.
Okay.
Wait a I don't. No, I don't like this cue
Oh,
that.
I know.
No, you all just glossed over that.
Oh, I didn't gloss. I'm gonna ask her what she's found.
Nothing.
What kind of maps are you looking at?
I hand it to you.
Do I see anything of note from that time frame? Because I know this is the Crusades time period.
Make an idea, an intelligence check.
Ooh. That is so close to an extreme success. Hard success.
Okay. As you kind of flip through, you don't really notice anything. And then you kind of stop and start flipping through again. And there is like a number missing. Like the maps have all been ordered and numbered, and one seems to be missing.
Okay. Is there a place that we could find said map? Like, could I ask the front desk person?
I mean, you definitely could.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Alright, you head up to the front desk and you see Charlie sitting at a table drinking a cup of coffee and eating a croissant that she somehow found. Because she's Charlie.
Cool. Front desk person? Is she the front desk person?
No, she's sitting at a table nearby.
So did it move really fast?
Check if she's also in the other spots.
Doppelganger.
Doppelgang.
I'm gonna ignore her because I'm more interested about this map.
Okay.
Jeez.
Doppelganger.
So,
Killer.
what does the front desk person say?
Say about what?
Do you speak English?
She just was.
Well, now that he's asked. Yeah.
Cool. There's a map missing, and I was curious if you had it somewhere.
If there's a map missing, someone is looking at it. No maps have been taken from our library. You are not allowed to take anything from our library, so it is somewhere in this building.
Okay. I'll walk over to Charlie and be like, hey, do you have that map?
Charlie, do you have a map?
No.
No, she does not have a map.
I'm gonna look around and see if anything like resembles like the other pages. Like if someone else has something that would
I
resemble it.
mean, Charlie doesn't have anything else with her.
Not her.
Okay.
Just around like I assume there's other people here, so
There's a few other people here. There's not many. There's about
that's kinda what I'm
maybe
banking on.
6 or 7 other people besides you guys in the library right now.
I think I would just go around and straight up ask people like, hey, I'm looking for this map, do you have it?
Okay.
Because that's what my character would do.
Roll a charm for me.
That is A
least a
regular
success.
success.
Okay.
You don't even have any charm. Wow.
Right. People don't brush you off. But no, nobody seems to have the map.
Can I try spot hidden while I'm talking to them as well?
Sure, what are you looking for?
Anything that matches the map that I'm looking for,
Okay.
and or
Hey, Charlie,
Mm-hmm.
what color is Mason's jacket?
Oh
His
boy.
I'm just gonna say that.
oversized
Brown?
jacket. A brown. Okay.
That's an extreme success.
Okay. So your extreme success with your spot hidden, as you were looking for the map, you kind of look back, and Charlie's standing by the maps again, and you see a piece of paper that seems to be tucked into her black jacket.
Cool. Is this the one that's sitting down or the one that's at the shelves?
The one that's at the shelves.
Okay.
Come on, we all know who the real Charlie is.
Oh, we do. I would walk over to
I
Charlie.
thought I made it clear.
The one with the croissant.
I would walk over to the Charlie at the bookshelf and be like, "Hey, would you come with me? Also, can I see that piece of paper in your pocket?"
Can I roll?
You wanna roll?
Yeah. Can I roll for this person?
Yeah.
What do you got?
I would like you to roll a dodge with a penalty dice.
Yeah, that
Oh
makes
my
sense.
What am I rolling?
Wow, that is
shoot,
actually
yeah,
awesome.
A 56.
56.
I don't know where my dodge exists on here.
It's in the
Sorry.
first
Roll,
column.
roll a bonus dice, whatever that thing is.
That's worse.
Okay. Because it's a surprise.
Regular success.
Regular success. It throws you,
Can I like snag at the pocket?
but you do dodge the dagger that Charlie attempts to run through your gut.
Makes sense.
No, you may not snatch at the paper because Charlie turns and runs.
I'm pretty fast too.
God, I want to shoot her so bad.
In the library?
What would my person do?
All right, Nellie, Jude,
Yes.
Yes.
Ricky,
Yes.
you guys just reading?
Yeah, well, I mean, once we figured out something, I'm kind of keeping like half an eye out for my partner and for Charlie, but I have no doubt that I will get engrossed in vampires
Do I see this happening?
at some point.
Make a spot hidden check.
Can I also make a spot
I'm
hidden check
really-
to see if I see?
Ooh, hard success.
You see Captain M walk up to somebody, because whoever he's talking to is like right around that bookshelf, and you can't quite see them.
Mm-hmm.
However, you do see Captain M kind of jump back, and then somebody take off, and whatever Captain M does next. You do see that.
Okay.
I had just a regular success.
Okay. You see somebody take off. It looks like Charlie is running through the library.
Nope. Vampires will
Um,
have to wait.
I think I would chase them and I would yell at the Charlie that I knew is correct, the one eating, to follow.
I would shove the croissant in my mouth and run.
All right.
I, as we have already established, am super fast.
How fast are you?
Not fast at all.
No, she's really slow. I'm really fast.
How
How fast are
slow.
you?
I'm like
All
a
right.
9.
Nellie and Ricky, you guys are poring over these scraps of paper. This handmaiden's personal tale of the last days of the Crusades. And all of a sudden you hear Captain M yell something.
You hear a book hit the floor.
A book hit the floor and Jude is up and running. Captain M, what do you yell?
Well, I'm yelling to Charlie to help me chase Charlie.
Oi!
and
Let me chase you.
You're running.
and then I would just start chasing. And then if I were to see Jude, I would also yell, "Jude, help me chase Charlie down."
All right. You guys see Charlie, Jude, and Mason start running after Charlie.
We see that?
Are we wearing the same thing?
No. She has a black jacket on. You have a brown jacket on.
I'm going to be honest. I think Nellie would just kind of look and then be like, they've got it handled.
Good.
She's not a fighter, so.
Well, you have fun with books.
No, that's fair.
Ricky's gonna join the chase.
All right.
I would probably like grab a book so that I can throw it at this Charlie later.
Charlie has a crowbar.
Good
You want
to
to
know.
throw a book at her?
All right. What are your moves?
9.
9.
6.
Yeah, dude. Bless you, you're left behind.
8.
We all know that that was going to happen.
All right, Ricky, you are able to keep pace. But if you stop for too many rounds, you will fall behind. Excuse me. Charlie and Captain M, you guys each get an action with running. So you can run twice in your turn, or Charlie 9, or you can like run one and then like throw something. So, and then finally I need your dexes.
45.
55.
80.
Holy.
Okay.
I'm spry.
Wow.
Ricky, what's your dex?
50.
50? Okay. Alright. Captain M, Charlie Doppelganger did get a head start, but you do go first.
I guess I would run twice. Do I already have the book?
Yeah, well, you said you dropped it.
No. I would have picked up a book.
Oh, no, she dropped the book.
I
Just
dropped the
kidding.
book.
Yes, you have a book in your hand.
Cool. Then run twice. I'm catching up to this
Okay,
little person.
friend.
You're smaller than I am.
Alright, Charlie Doppelganger is going to just run. However, Captain M, you have, like, caught up. You are right next to her on your next round. You'll, like, if you tackled her, like, you're in tackle distance, if that
Okay.
makes sense. Jude. They are so far gone. Those corners, they're tight corners.
Don't worry, I'm coming.
Yeah, she's coming. She is going to be there soon. Do not worry.
Slow and steady wins the race, just like the tortoise.
Ricky, what would you like to do?
He's reading the running,
The chase.
the chase, the movement pieces to, I think, figure it out.
Yeah, I was just refreshing myself with some of the pieces.
Yes.
I mean, I like looking at the little pieces, and anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, right now,
You keep me honest.
I'd like to hustle, but I think all I can do. It sounds like my movement is just enough to keep up. I wouldn't really be able to do anything, but I'd like to be able to try and tackle at the first opportunity I'd get.
Okay. If
Wait, is hustle an actual move, like a dash in D&D?
No.
Is that why you, I thought because you said hustle.
so, the way chases work are all dependent on how many moves you guys have. The person who is being chased kind of establishes the number of moves that a person has. So Charlie Doppelganger has 8 move, and so for them it's a 1. Like, they can run or they can stop type thing. Since Captain M and Charlie have move of 9, they have an extra move because they have 1 more than 9. So they have 2 things that they could do in a chase. Jude, who's at a 6, She's
She
out
just
of the race,
Yeah.
but not in her head. And that's important.
Oh, my movie's a 9. I'm a fast little thing.
You are.
I feel
But
like a
since
9
I'm at-
should be a 10.
I'm at the same rate. So basically, I just have to keep my movement up to be able to keep up with her.
Yeah.
So I'm just chugging along until she trips.
Yeah, if Charlie Doppelganger stops, you can stop. If Charlie Doppelganger keeps running, you have to run to keep up.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So Ricky keeps going. All right. Real Charlie, the Charlie we know and love. What are you going to do? You have an extra. You have 2.
Do I have power over here? Yeah. I don't know.
Tell me what you want to do.
Maybe. Oh. Here.
Oh.
Okay.
I would like to grab my crowbar
Okay.
and
That's not terrifying.
run up next to her and just try to like
Hook
get
a
her
leg.
ankle. Yeah.
Okay. You are going to attempt to hook the ankle. Go ahead and make a crowbar roll.
What does that
Crowbar.
mean?
It's whatever you want it to be.
Sorry, say that again, Lee.
Maybe
Is
like
she wielding the crowbar? I can't
sleight of
physically see her.
hand
Yes.
or
Rachel is
fighting
waving the crowbar in the
brawl.
studio.
Yeah, I guess I could do fighting brawl. I don't know. I don't know what that would be.
Yeah,
feel
it's
like
going to be a fighting brawl.
Okay.
So you
Yeah,
succeed.
so I succeed.
Oh, okay.
Woot woot.
More
did I
Trip
stay up?
yourself. Self.
trip myself.
She manages to stay up, but she definitely stumbles.
Okay. Enough for me to like fall on top of her.
Not this round,
Okay.
but essentially, Captain M can like fall on top of her
Okay, cool.
That's kind of my goal.
because you've slowed her down enough.
So much for my Charlie fanfic.
Oh.
Enemies, friends, lovers.
All right, Captain M, what are you doing?
Book at the ready.
Uh-huh.
The doctor said books were the greatest weapons in the world. That's not what he meant.
Yeah, do you have the Bible or something?
Oh, can it please be the Bible, just for kicks? Do you want me to roll luck?
It is a Bible.
Bible.
I don't know how I feel about this.
It's an old one too.
Oh, I feel
Whoa.
really bad.
That's fine. They probably palimpsested it over something else anyway.
Okay, I think, well, hold on. What am I better at? Because if I'm really good at throw, I'm going to throw it. I'm not. And fighting brawl, I assume, would be like the tackle. Ooh, I am not a fighter, guys.
You can tackle, right?
Is tackle a thing?
No, I mean, if you're special.
Yeah, I don't,
Mason could have done it.
I don't
Yeah,
have
Mason
tackle.
could have done it.
I guess I'm gonna. Actually, can I just like swing this book at their head?
Yeah.
Since they're kind of off balance.
It's a fighting brawl, but yeah.
All right.
Wow.
Whoop.
Swing and miss.
Now out of my nose.
As a second action, can I try and tackle?
Yeah.
I assume that's another fighting brawl.
Yep.
Wow.
Come on.
She easily evaded your fall. I need you to make a dodge roll.
Dodge the ground.
Oof.
You land on top of this Charlie.
Oh.
I land on this Charlie? Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Charlie Doppelganger takes off, running. Ricky, you can keep up. You
That's all
leap
I'm
the jumble of Captain M and Charlie Normal,
Charlie normal.
Charlie Prime.
Charlie Brown.
Charlie Hunger?
Alpha Charlie.
It's a good thing you're keeping up. They cannot escape you. Jude, you're doing great, honey.
Actually, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
You know how in libraries they have like carts that you
Uh-huh.
can put books on?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Like, do they have any
Good
carts?
call.
In 1923,
Like a trolley?
this would be a really good moment for.
He had to go to dinner. We miss you, Phantom.
So disappointed. There is no cards,
Okay.
no trolleys.
Fine.
God.
Fine.
Not in Constantinople in 1923. They're behind the times.
Sure. I mean, at some point I'm going to try and get back up and start chasing again.
Yes. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Jude?
Where is the nearest exit? Because maybe instead of trying to catch up, maybe I could cover an exit.
Well, there's definitely the front exit, but Charlie D seems to be going to the back.
Do I see like a shortcut where I could
Make a left roll.
No.
No, you do not.
Okay, fine. I just keep tortoising.
Okay.
Keep tortoising.
Charlie Prime, what you want to do? Captain M is on top
What
of
you
you.
wanna do? I'm gonna.
Get him off.
Yeah. Does that take an action?
Of you?
Okay. I'm gonna just start running.
I mean, getting him
I would get off of you
off
pretty
of
easy,
you
and I'm also
and
really
standing
light.
up would probably take a full action.
Okay.
But then running.
Yeah.
You catch up to
Let's
Ricky.
start running.
Okay. Charlie Doppelganger rounds the corner, sees a door in front of her, puts on a burst of speed. Captain M, what are you doing?
Push over a bookshelf in front of the door.
Can I?
What?
He's not very strong.
How do
He
you
just
make
says-
a
Oh no,
check.
I am so strong actually.
Oh, you are. You are strong.
You just can't fight at all.
That is a hard success.
Yeah, it is.
Which bookshelf are you pushing over? The one right next to you? One a few
Oh,
down.
no.
There's about
Domino them.
Yeah, please
six
do.
bookshelves till the end. You
Hold.
can make it 3 bookshelves on one round, and then or one action, and then your next action to push.
Can I use intelligence to decipher which one would be the best to push?
Yes, but you have to roll with a penalty die because you're under pressure.
I'm gonna do it. Well, let's see what the second roll would be. I'm gonna use 4 luck for it. Why not?
Seems fair.
Okay. Yeah, if you run up 2, you think those last 4 don't seem as sturdy?
Yep, I'm pushing it over.
All right. Ricky, as you are running, the bookshelves next to you fall. Thunk. 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 Can I get 4 people to give me luck rolls?
Okay.
I don't know what to do. Wait, I don't
Oh,
count. I'm not there.
1, 2 success? No?
Do I do one?
I need one more. It's either you or Captain M.
What's your luck?
28, so
Yeah.
I succeeded.
No, I'm gonna. Oh, well, you already rolled.
Ricky, did you roll?
I sure did.
Okay.
I did not succeed.
You did not succeed. Okay. So the first one
I see what you did
Those
there.
guys are going to jail.
hits, pushes the second
I
one,
know.
hits the third one. Third one hits the fourth one. The fourth one falls, hits the wall but does not block the door.
No.
Charlie D makes it to the door.
Do the books fall on top of Charlie D?
No, they do not.
Ah, come on.
Sorry, those dice are rolling really nicely for
Can
Charlie
I-
today.
Can I throw my crowbar?
You can throw the crowbar. Ricky, are you gonna sidestep while Charlie Prime throws a crowbar at the back of your head?
I would love to, yes.
Do it again.
Make a dodge check for me.
Okay.
Oh.
Yes!
Did you just
Yes!
Okay.
Okay, that was no, it wasn't quite an extreme. It was a hard success, though.
I got a regular success. Kitty!
Okay, you were able to there is some sixth sense that whispers in the back of your mind, duck.
Ow! Oh! Why did you do that?
And Ricky, you hit the floor. And as you look up, you see the crowbar sink itself into the back of Charlie D, who stumbles out.
You.
No.
Yeah, it almost was. Stumbles out into the cold, by this time, twilight air of Constantinople, and then falls forward into the street.
Into
I'm gonna
the
run
end.
Can I?
I'm
Does that
gonna
mean
run
I
outside and
go
see
figure
if
it out?
anyone's looking.
Yeah, there's a lot of people looking. What were you gonna do, Ricky?
Does that mean I can catch up with the doppelganger now?
Yes, the doppelganger's dead body is lying in the street.
Oh!
You need to catch
Oh,
up.
dead body.
So Charlie just killed the doppelganger
Yes.
with the crowbar.
Getting my doppelganger.
I'm
really
going
hope it's the
to.
Interesting. I'm going. That would be funny.
I'm gonna-
Wait. Ricky's doing something.
So, I see a body face down with the crowbar sticking out.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna check for a pulse. You're telling me, I'm finding out she's dead.
Does she transmorph again?
I'm going to I'm going to try to pick her up and try to act like she's okay and pretend like, okay, we got to get her to a hospital, something like that. Just
And-
to not just have a dead person.
I'll do crowd control.
Okay. I need you guys to roll some fast talk. And
Yeah.
Charlie, I need you to roll a sanity check for killing yourself.
Cool.
For killing yourself.
Is there a coffee shop inside the library?
Hard success.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Nellie has just enjoyed herself a nice Turkish cup of coffee.
God,
She started reading some nonfiction.
So Ricky starts stuttering and mumbling at first, and then shakes his head and pushes his roll to start fast talking successfully.
Okay.
Hard success on fast talk.
Okay. The crowd eyes you guys, but seems to believe you. The head librarian has run over to you. What are you doing? This is
My
what is
books!
wrong with you?
Look, I didn't do anything.
She stole my wallet.
There was a person who was trying to steal one of your manuscripts, and my partner, who's with
You
Scotland Yard,
destroyed
stopped
the
them.
library.
Well, I'm sure
Where are you
we'll put
staying?
it back together. We are
Yep.
staying somewhere in the Medina.
Fine.
Make it fast. Make it. I'm shit roll.
Make a talk roll.
Fast talk or charm?
Sure.
Charm is slightly better. Both of them are really bad.
Oh!
I
no!
succeeded. Fast talk.
What happened?
She rolled
got
well.
it.
She rolled well in telling the librarian that you guys were staying at the Medina.
I said somewhere in the Medina.
Is that at all true? I'm pretty sure it's not, right?
No, the Medina is like the bazaar,
Cool.
but somewhere in there. It's a big place.
Uh-huh.
They probably actually call it a souk in Turkey now that I'm
Also, I'm gonna throw it out there that if Ricky is trying to go inside, I would not let him go inside. Like I would.
Inside. I'm
send-
not trying to go back inside the library. I'm trying to, figure out a way to get out of the crowd, away from the library, to somewhere hidden. If I can get into a taxi or something and go and try that. I don't know.
I think I would go for
But
a
I'm
taxi.
trying to pretend like she's alive at least for all of the onlookers.
Yeah, cool. I'm on board
Okay.
for getting her away from crowds and
Okay.
things.
You guys kind of walk her around to a back alley, so you can't be seen anymore. Nellie, there is a commotion happening back there. Can you give me an education roll?
Yes, I sure can attempt. Where's education?
Up here.
Oh, it's one of the big ones.
Yeah.
I
Good job.
succeeded with a 54, which is a regular success.
Okay. You're in the middle of one of the books from the Crusades. And you keep coming across this brother Johannes, who was
Wait, say that name again?
Johannes
Mohannes?
Joh. J-O-H.
Oh,
No, no, Johannes. Johannes. And there's something about him. This is the brother with leprosy that feels familiar, but you don't know why.
all right.
Okay. Ricky and Captain M, you have the dead body in the alley. Charlie, are you going out there or are you staying in?
I'll probably follow them.
Okay, so
I'm going wherever Charlie's going.
you have calmed the librarian and then skedaddled out of the library.
Also, through this entire experience, I looked like a 50-year-old man.
Mhm.
Just put that out there.
Yeah, you established that last time when you
Yeah.
were in
Yeah.
the skies,
Yep.
Perfect. Okay,
which is very good.
do a false mount. Ricky and Captain M, what do you want to do with the body?
Make sure there's nobody around.
I
and
think
then
we've
rifle
already
through
done
the
that.
Okay.
I'm gonna first snag that piece of paper that I was looking for earlier.
Okay.
Does the body still look like me?
Yes.
Can we get it
Well-
to not look like me anymore? Or we
Uh,
could get it to. I mean, it already looks like me, so maybe we could just frame my murder. or
Perfect
something.
opportunity for you to fake your death and
Right,
run away.
Exactly. Huh.
I would start checking. I'm pretty sure she. Did you ever explain the whole like ritual thing that happened to your?
I think so.
I can't remember. Did they eat the skin, or did they stick the skin on?
I don't know.
I don't know. They used the skin to turn them into me. That's all I know.
Does the doppelganger have the map we were looking for?
It has a map, and it seems to be the interior of a mosque,
Excellent.
like blueprints.
Okay. We'll pocket it.
I already pocketed it. I already have
Good.
dibs on that.
We might want to take it back to the library to try and get more information about it. But we might also do that disguised. I don't know. Does Doppelganger have anything of value or any clues in their
Make a
pockets?
Spot hidden.
I'm gonna do that too. Nope.
Regular success.
I got a hard success.
Okay. Nothing of value on the doppelganger. However, as you were looking, excuse me, I don't know why I suddenly got tired. I'm doing it to you, I apologize. You notice that the doppelganger seems to have a lot of cuts on their body, possibly ritualistic. but like kind of a very interesting, like almost obscene number of them, to be maybe an inch or two long, just kind of all over their body. And Charlie, with your hard success, you are able to locate a kind of rectangular piece of skin that seems to be on their collarbone.
Does it match my size?
It does. It also, kind of matches the color of your skin. It's a bit paler than the rest of the skin. You want to take it off?
I don't know.
While she debates that, I am double checking and making sure there isn't another Captain M around.
Okay. Make a spot in.
Because I can only handle one today.
Mm-hmm.
That's a success.
Not that you see.
Yeah, I think I have what I'd be looking for. I'd start posting watch, just making sure
Okay.
that we're clear.
Okay.
Probably go stand next to Jude and have her look at the map with me.
Cool. What do you guys want to do?
Well, this looks like the interior of
well-
the mosque.
What?
I'm gonna ask Ricky what it would take to,
Take your skin back.
no,
Mm-hmm.
make it look like I died.
I think you should take your skin back before it turns back alive.
I mean, basically, if you really wanted to fake your death, I would say we'd want to take this body with us and figure out a better way to stage it. But I'm not sure we have any large ice boxes that we can take advantage of right now. That's really what we you gotta slow the decomposition so you can dump the body somewhere else. There's a couple. I don't know if we've got enough of the right tools that we really need to do this. I think we should probably just bury this body in the trash and leave it.
Okay, I'm gonna try to take off the piece of skin then.
Okay, you get a knife.
Ricky pulls out one of his knives.
I'm gonna guess it turns back into the mummy.
Ricky definitely helps you do this. And you pull that flap of skin off. And as you do, nothing really seems to happen. Like, it's not like he shimmers and he changes back into a person.
Mm-hmm.
But there's something about the body now. It doesn't look right anymore.
Doesn't have like tentacles or anything.
No,
Just checking.
but the face looks rounder and the forehead is like sloped higher. There's just little things that you're like, this doesn't look like me anymore, but it's still got some of the characteristics that I have.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't really look like me anymore. But somebody could mistake this for me.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
So.
Do you want to look like someone else?
No.
Because I have my Gladstone bag. I have a change of clothes in here. You're roughly
My
Matthew's
size.
Yeah, I guess maybe that would be good.
Okay.
But I keep the jacket.
Sure.
Dang it.
Okay. It is twilight. Nellie, your companions have been gone for some time.
We sure have. Sorry.
I mean, we want to go back to her eventually.
She knows where we're staying, right? Because we
Yeah.
dropped her bag off. She could just make her way to the lodgings, the hotel. Hotel? Just
The
a hotel,
Para
right?
Palace.
The hotel.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I don't know. There's not. I mean, she's kind of enjoying not having anything of interest to do right now.
Yeah, no, I get that. All right, so you guys all return back to the Para Palace, your hotel for the evening.
Are you saying she's enjoying the dead silence?
But
you get
Of
settled
my
in
clip.
for the night?
I'd share the map with everyone and say we need to find this one. And is there any information as to where it is?
Make a Turkish roll.
A Turkish roll.
That is an extreme success.
Okay. Now I need to
Isn't
make an
it,
education roll.
Shawarma?
That is
No.
a hard success.
Okay. It has coordinates in the city, but it's not like it has like the Red Mosque where you need to go, written in the top.
And you are here.
Okay.
But it has like
Can
not directions, but coordinates or like street names.
If I looked at the map, I could get us there.
Quite possibly with a good navigation roll.
let's do that. Let's speed run this snap and go.
I have no
Run.
idea. Could I push it?
Sure. How'd you push it?
Read it harder.
Oh, turn the map the right side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey!
She
It
turns the
worked.
map around.
Hard success.
All right. Yes, you know where you are going in the morning.
Okay, cool.
Can it be morning? That's why I wanted to speed run this snap.
Quick question. What is everybody's luck numbers?
31.
37.
46.
Me too.
69.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. You guys are asleep. And the first thing that wakes you is the feel of your friend kind of touching your shoulder and perhaps shaking you awake.
Who's this friend?
Well, it's hard to say because then you feel their other hand on your other shoulder and a hand on your leg
Cool.
and a hand on your head.
Does this feel familiar?
You guys staying asleep?
No.
No.
Nope.
I mean, I would wake up.
Okay. You open your eyes and there's no one in the room with you.
What
Can I
time
do
is
a
it?
power roll?
Well, I mean, there's no digital clocks anywhere.
That is an extreme success on power.
Great.
What does that do for you?
What does that do for you?
Is there something nefarious reaching for us?
Yes, there is something nefarious reaching for you. A whole bunch of hands, as if they are cut off at the wrist, grasping at each of you in the dark room.
Like the Baba Yaga's hands in the cottage on the shelf.
Sounds right.
No, we're talking human hands
Ew. That's
crawling.
worse somehow.
Can we see
Moving.
this?
Yeah.
Cool. Can I turn on the light?
What?
Flashlight. I gotta have
Oh,
a flashlight
okay.
at least.
A lamp
A
next
lamp?
to us? I don't know.
I assume
Charlie
they're-
gets out of bed.
Yeah, because I'm not.
Yeah.
Nope, this is not a
Screaming.
thing.
And Ricky, the hands are on your face, crawling up your face as if they are going for your eyes.
Great. I'm going to try and grab at him and pull him off.
Okay.
Would you call this hand-to-hand combat?
Yeah, this is
Uh,
hand-to-hand combat.
Oh, it's funny.
did a light help?
Sure, you can see them better.
So they're real?
They're real, and there are hands everywhere,
Are there?
scuttling along the floorboards, racing across the ceiling, dropping down from above to land on your head. And
Okay.
the eye and the hands.
It's time to
and
burn this
fingers
hotel
come around,
down.
And it feels
They're really
like
going
they're
for
digging
eyes?
at your
Oh my gosh,
eyes.
yeah, I am getting the
Uh,
freaking hell out of here.
I'm gonna try and look.
Yes, this is also happening to you, Nelly.
Okay, I just wasn't sure because you hadn't made eye contact with the camera.
Well, she said, "Oh, guys."
I would look out, like, at this time, do, like, hotels have those little, like, holes that you can look through to see what's out in the hallway?
People?
Yeah.
No.
Why don't you just open the door?
What if they're trying to get us out?
I'm gonna grab a pillowcase and try to stuff as many hands in the pillowcase as I can.
As you can.
Great. Ricky, I would like you to make a fighting brawl check for
I'm gonna
me.
grab my crowbar too and start just like smashing the crap out of them.
Start rolling.
Lovely.
I'm gonna-
I have extreme success.
Wow.
I got a hard success.
Extreme success. You manage to grab the one that is on your face and pull it off before it gets to your eye. However, another one climbs up and latches onto your ear, and is giving you the creepiest wet willy in the world.
Why is it wet?
Blood.
I'm gonna have.
windows in our rooms, yeah?
There are windows in your rooms.
I'm
Great.
gonna. Oh, go
Good
ahead.
shot.
I'm gonna open it.
Okay.
I'm gonna start chucking them out the window.
Make a strength check.
I'm.
How's your fighting?
Hard success.
You start smashing hands,
Hard success.
snapping fingers. You get 3 off of your head, throw them out the window.
Yeet.
I'm gonna get my gun ready and open the door, and see if there's anything out there.
It is empty, and then you look down, and there's 2 hands there, and they grab your ankles and twist, and they're going to attempt to take you down. Make a strength check.
Regular success.
All right, regular success. They don't take you down, but they kind of trip you a little, and you stumble into the door frame. Another one latches onto your wrist with the gun and starts shaking until you let go. Nelly, what are you doing? Nelly,
Contemplating going out the window.
Nelly, there's something in your gut.
Ah!
And it just says, no, that's not like a hand is in your gut.
Okay, cool.
Ew.
There's a feeling. Let me rephrase that. There's a feeling in your gut that, you could just give in.
And eat them all.
You could accept the power. You could do this.
So what? She starts biting them.
Well, it depends, Miss Nelly. Are you giving in?
Can Nellie turn into a bat?
Nelly, I need a yes or a no.
No, I think she would be defensive. She would be throwing them and trying to writhe out of their clutches as well.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a strength roll.
No. As much as I want her to give in, I don't think she would, and I have to respect that. Oh, is that 100?
No, that's a 10.
Oh, it's a 10.
I do that every time.
Okay.
That's an extreme? Yeah, right?
For what? What was the roll?
Strength.
Whoops.
Strength? Oh, yeah, it's an extreme for strength, too.
Oh, cool.
It would have also been a hard for fighting brawl.
Okay. You managed to start throwing things out the window. However, it feels like they just keep coming. And Mason, in your room, it seems like while some of them are trying to pin you back, they're going for Ricky. And they're going for Ricky's eyes.
I guess I'm gonna go try and help Ricky and get him and me out of the room.
Does it seem like they're multiplying?
They're not multiplying. There seems to be an end to them. There just seems to be a lot of them.
Again, I want to be trying to grab them and throw them in a pillowcase.
Mm-hmm.
Bash them on the floor over and over.
Yeah, to do that eventually, but to get them to stop attacking me.
Okay, make another fighting check for me.
So my extreme wasn't enough? Okay.
Your extreme got them off of your head.
Okay. I got a regular that time.
Okay, you have about 7 in the bag.
I'd start using that as a mallet against the rest
Yeah,
of them.
then start smashing other hands with my back hands.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are
Hand-to-hand
learning
combat.
about smashing things. Mason.
You already
Captain-
called me Mason a couple of
Captain
times.
M, give me a spot hidden check.
That is a hard success.
Okay, you see one hand is poised on the ceiling above Ricky, and as he's like swinging and smashing other hands, it is crawling around as if it's fixated above him, and it's like trying to get a beat on him to just drop.
I'm gonna go attack that one.
How?
I want to shoot it, but I don't want everyone to run to. Actually,
Yeah, I don't want to shoot in here.
well, would that be smart though? Because if there's a lot of people and they see a lot of hands, what are they gonna do?
Collateral damage, my friend.
Crap out?
I feel like my shot will be justified if someone comes in and sees a bunch of hands. If they
you start
don't,
shooting,
then I need to throw the gun out the window. I'm gonna shoot.
if you start shooting inside, there's bound to be other hotel patrons here, and we're gonna hit somebody.
I mean, you're probably
Like,
right, but it's on the
let it-
ceiling, so it's probably just gonna go through someone's bed. Maybe someone will die, but we'll see what happens. I'm gonna.
Are you for
If
real?
I saw you pull out a gun, I'd say don't shoot.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I'm not shooting at them.
Fine. Well, I don't want to throw the gun because I don't want a hand to pick it up.
Like, we obviously wouldn't have time to.
Fine,
argue.
I'm just gonna run over and like try and get this thing. Maybe throw
Just climb on
something
top of
that's
Ricky.
around me at it.
Climb on top of Ricky.
I'm not climbing on top of Ricky. That
There's
will not help him.
Probably a curtain rod over there.
Sure.
What's around you?
Curtain rod, a bedpost. Can I take a bedpost?
No.
Those are usually pretty well attached.
Ooh, there's probably like a tea kettle. I'll just grab a tea
There
kettle
is a
and
tea
just start
kettle.
swinging it at it.
Okay, it's on the ceiling.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna like
you-
jump onto
so
a bed and then start swinging at it.
Ricky, Captain M is jumping around you, swinging this tea kettle above your head, splashing cold water everywhere.
It wakes you up
Oh,
a
I
little,
don't
right?
care. Adrenaline's flowing, whatever. I'll just try not to hit him with the pillowcase of hands that I'm trying to hit all the other hands
Okay,
with. Like,
can I see this happening? And
Are
like,
you in the same room?
You're in a different room, girl.
oh, I don't know.
In the girls' room.
I thought
Scandal!
we were in different rooms.
You're next door to each other.
Do I see?
You do hear the adjoining room scuffle. Like,
So isn't she getting covered by hands too?
yeah.
Can we?
I mean, but she smashed a whole bunch of them with her crowbar.
Yeah.
I'm throwing them out the window.
Yeah, we're doing good.
Yeah, you and Nellie are throwing things out the window.
Yep.
Charlie is wailing on them with her crowbar. It's making a lot of noise. Also, the screaming.
yeah, Ricky's definitely like, hands! Oh!
And now the door is open to the hallway.
It's a
So,
lot of grunting.
It is.
Uh,
With my power roll from earlier, can I tell where the power is coming from? Like what's controlling these hands?
outside, they look like human hands. Someone who can control flesh?
like this skin.
Like someone with the head, probably. Yeah.
Oh.
Cool.
Someone who can control flesh, their own flesh or other people's flesh.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep swinging then, and maybe okay. Do we have like open curtains?
Mhm.
Maybe I would like close those, but I guess I want to take care of this hand first.
Okay, a few more minutes of loud noises and fighting, and Ricky has a bloodied, jostling bag. Charlie has smashed a whole lot of five-legged spiders.
Yeah.
Nellie and Jude don't know how many hands they have thrown out the window, and Mason, you have finally gotten that one hand, like, broken against the ceiling, and it is now on the floor, twitching with its broken fingers.
This little combat round has really been a handful.
It has. There's silence
Is there,
as it seems like everything has stopped.
is like a bellhop or anything like come by since
You
we've
hear
been very
someone
loud?
coming.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out in the hallway
Okay.
and be like, help!
Okay. Several of the hotel staff have come running up, speaking very excitedly in Turkish.
Do I understand?
Do you understand Turkish right now?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, yeah, you totally do. Yeah, you understand. And they're asking, like, what is going on? What are you making all the noise about? Like, what is happening? And then they see the hands laying around, and you hear a lot of them freezing and starting to pray as they, like, back away with just wide-eyed horror.
I'm gonna say, wait, please help. We don't know what's happening.
Tell them we got attacked.
Oh, yeah, no, I will, but I'm gonna say, please
Uh.
help. We don't know what's happening. These things are showing up.
Oh, I don't know. Oh.
Go call the police.
No.
The police.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
One
call
of them
the
takes
police.
off. Over the next few hours, you work with the hotel staff. Sorry, it feels like my
Did one of the
contact just ripped.
hands get to
Oh.
your eye?
Poked your eye out.
Possibly, it took my eye.
I know it doesn't feel
I
good.
know, I'm just jealous of you with your friends.
I'm sorry.
And you talk to the police, explain your side. The evidence is there.
So these hands didn't go away.
There's hands on the street, and there's some questions about how you guys had so many hands, what you were doing with them. However, the evidence also points to the idea that the hands came into that room, and so you probably aren't the source. You guys are let out in the late morning of February the 12th. And you believe you are somewhat close to the mosque, and hopefully you will find the answers there.
Is everybody okay? We all have all our eyeballs.
Everybody has all their eyebrows. You're a little scratched, you might be a little dinged, some of you might be a little bruised, but for the most part you're all okay.
Cool. Was there any sign of what anything on the hands that would have told us where they came from or like whose hands they were?
Also,
They
was
were-
anything ever taken?
No rings, but there was like indentations where there could have been rings. The police are now looking for a bunch of one-handed
People?
people
Or bodies without hands
or
something?
bodies without hands. There is an inspector,
Is his name-
Major Kristova, who you guys talked to. He seems to be aware that there is a cult of skin shapers, and so he's the one who talks to you. He's the one who seems to believe you guys the most about your crazy story, and is the one who deems that you guys are innocent in this. He warns you to be careful. He recognizes that you guys seem to be on some sort of holy mission from Allah, and wishes you luck and if you need his help.
I would like a new hotel room.
What's his name again?
Major Kristova.
That's a-
Can I get a read on
Yes,
if
he's a
he's
major, and his name is Christova.
trustworthy? Also,
Sure.
to him, I'm going to introduce myself as Captain Major. Just throwing that out there.
Cool.
Captain Major, that's good, mixing those titles.
I forgot what I was rolling for.
You wanted to see if he was trustworthy.
Oh, right. What would that be? Like
Psychology.
psychology? Would it be psychoanalysis or psychology?
Psychology. Remember, psychoanalysis is about healing sanity.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna push this one. Yeah. And a regular success.
Yeah, he's trustworthy.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, and then my question of was anything taken?
Not that you can tell.
Okay, so we still have the map, simulacrum stuff, notes, journals,
Mhm.
whatever.
Yes, it seems like they wanted.
Our eyes.
And those of you who have dealt with the Brothers of the Skin, they wanted one of your eyes so they could spy on you.
Seems
And
about right.
See where you are going and what you are doing. So, with that, we will call it for tonight. Next week, we will enter into the Red Mosque, the Shed Mosque. The mosque where possibly all the answers are. And probably a big showdown, let's be honest.
Shit, man.
Right?
A big what?
What?
A big what?
Showdown?
Showdown!
Oh, showdown.
Oh.
Sorry, just neither of us processed what you said correctly.
No worries, no worries. But to all of our viewers, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you guys sticking around. Hope you guys enjoyed as we are coming to the conclusion of the Horror on the Orient Express. Shout out to Petrie's Family Game Store for sponsoring us, supporting us. Check them out online or in person if you are in Colorado Springs. And once again, we appreciate all the support that we get from our viewers and our patrons. We can't do this without you, and we really appreciate it every single time. Hope to see you back here next Monday as we, again, race quickly to our conclusion. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful week and a lovely evening. See you all soon. Good night.